Hi, beauties. This is a stifling, harsh reality, and many of us have felt this way for most of our lives. We have been very sensitive and felt like we were dropped here by mistake, that we're far from home. We feel misunderstood, unseen, and unheard. And this is part of being a multi-dimensional being dropped into a three-dimension holographic matrix. But I will tell you this, your reality is more real than any of this and more powerful. Many of us were told that we're out of touch with reality, that that's crazy talk. We were left feeling like we had to protect ourselves, like we had to alienate, and we would turn to coping mechanisms. But we are here to break systems that aren't working. We're here to bust up the grids that are not serving us. We're here to obliterate control in every form. So often as children, we would notice that electronics would not work around us, that we would go in and destroy things, that control didn't work for us, even discipline didn't work for us. We came in knowing who we were. And throughout our lives, we may feel like everything falls apart around us, that we've had to walk away from things many times, that the things that we dearly loved were taken from us. This is the story that is coming from the shadow aspect of us feeling like we have to belong in this structure that isn't ours, this matrix of control, fear, suppression. It doesn't work for us. The reality that we came from as star beings, multi-dimensional beings, is way bigger, way more beautiful, way more powerful, and we know this. So throughout our life, a lot of times starseeds will be working in the background, even as children, unconsciously. Throughout our lives, we'll be destroying systems in companies we work for, in organizations that we've joined, in relationships, in things that we seemingly feel a part of, and we're blowing it up from the inside out because that's what we came to do. And ultimately, that's what we're here to do even now. And now we're working on the false light. We're blowing them up. We have powers that we feel deep inside. So even when we feel alone, isolated, cut off, misunderstood, unseen, we know that we are royalty, galactic, powerful beings that have incredible superpowers. We have just bought into the lie of the matrix, feeling like these aren't real. We've gone to sleep in a sense, but at the same time, there's this fire inside of us that knows who we are. And you are royalty. You are galactic power from source, here to explode what's not working and change the paradigm, create a new beginning outside of this 3D hologram. It's not real. So I work with starseeds, multidimensional beings that know who they are, but have been unable to harness that and really bring it out to the forefront. Many of us have felt challenged with the English language or any language that is already established and programmed here. We know that there's a higher frequency of language that wants to come through us. So I work with individuals cultivating light language to bring the real language that we are feeling the yearning to speak, to bring it out in energetic light form that actually alters and creates and reverberates through creation to create a new reality. One of the systems that we are meant to blow up is the nervous system and our DNA as it is, because it has been altered. It is not working in the capacity that it's meant to. We're not using all of our mind. We are not using the 100% of our mind that actually has three aspects of the mind working together. We should all have photographic memory if we are using all of our mind as it's as it was designed to be. So we are awakening to that. We are all awakening to that. I work with an ancient pranic technology, energy medicine, and channeling to help bring the powers that we have into alignment to be able to use them here. And we're all feeling that need. And since we were little bitty, we felt this fire inside. So it's really just working together to get that completely refined, completely embodied, all of our power, and bring that magic into this reality to finish doing our job, exploding the ultimate control structure that is over us, the hologram itself. This is the time, and I am working with time bending. I'm working with learning to live on light rather than food, which is actually a part of the matrix. We are being fed on genetically modified food to keep us locked into the matrix. So many of us are feeling called to eat healthier, but also feeling like we're not quite nourished even by that. So I work with cultivating and transitioning into living on pranic nourishment, and that's one of the really important things, the jumps that we have to make right now to move into where we're meant to be existing in the new creation that is currently being created. So many of us are feeling pulled into old addictions and coping mechanisms, and some of that includes food. So really working to break that structure, break up that grid as well. So I hope that you will honor your permission to be fully you, completely and wholly you, and know that everything you've done up to this point has been exactly what you needed to do, and honor that as well.